Hi, I'm Dr. Janine Pulley of Pulley Chiropractic and Acupuncture, and I want to talk about the virus life cycle. With the coronavirus or COVID-19 breakout, I have been receiving a lot of questions about how viruses spread, and there are a lot of misconceptions about how it works. So today I want to go over the virus life cycle to give you an idea of how viruses spread in general. So I have drawn out the virus life cycle and I'm going to go over it with you now. Over here is a picture of what a typical virus looks like along with your cell. These are obviously rough diagrams for your viewing pleasure. So the first thing that happens is that when a virus invades your body, the virus itself attaches to your cell and then it injects its DNA or RNA into your cell. What happens next is that your cell's machinery is hijacked by the viral DNA or RNA to create more viruses. Basically, your cell is a little factory and it's supposed to be pumping out whatever it is it's supposed to do. So, for example, if it's a heart cell, it's supposed to be doing things related to heart function, etc. But what happens with the virus is that it comes in and it breaks down your DNA and RNA and replaces it with its own, so then your factory starts pumping out viruses. Over time, what happens is that once your cell has created as much virus as it can contain, your cell lyses. What this means is that it essentially explodes and dies, which allows it to release these viruses into the rest of your body. And then what ends up happening is that these new viruses go around and inject even more of your cells, and then the cycle repeats, as you can see. And that's one of the reasons why a viral infection can take a while to come on, and you may be sick without realizing you have any symptoms, because you have to have a viral load of enough virus to make you sick. So what that means is that if you have one or two viruses floating around, you're probably going to be fine. But once you reach, let's say, random number like 1,000 viruses, if that's your threshold for getting sick, you need to reach that first. But what happens is that with this cycle, you're creating more and more and more virus, usually exponentially, so it can come on very suddenly. So that is how viruses can spread undetected through populations without anybody knowing. And that's what's been happening with the coronavirus. They don't know how long it takes to incubate, aka they do not know how long it takes for this process to go. The estimates right now are anywhere from 2 days to 14 days. So you can be contaminated with virus that starts injecting your cells and creating more virus, but it can take 2 to 14 days for that to happen. And then once your body's cells start to die and release the viruses, that's when you're contagious. It's called viral shedding. This viral shedding is literally when your body is exploding and losing the virus into the rest of your body. And at that time, you are very contagious. So that's one of the reasons why this social distancing you've been hearing about is being recommended, because you may not realize you are sick, you may not have symptoms, but you may be shedding the virus. So it doesn't matter if you wash your hands or cough into your elbow or any of that. You're still shedding virus. You're contagious just being in the same room as someone. Don't get me wrong, washing your hands and coughing into your sleeve, etc. are very, very good things. You release a lot more virus through coughing and sneezing and touching things, but you are still contagious no matter what precautions you are taking. That's why they recommend quarantines if you've been exposed, just for ultimate safety. So I hope that this video made sense. And now that you know a little bit more about how viruses are spread and how you are contagious even if you do not have symptoms, hopefully you can help protect yourself and your loved ones and everyone around you by taking appropriate precautions. And as always, if you have any questions at all, feel free to give us a call or an email, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Pulley Chiro Acu. And our phone number is 978-237-5106. And all emails should go to info@pulleychiropractic.com. Thanks, guys. We'll talk again soon.